Yo, what's up guys? Trader Neil here, back at you with another crypto video. So today we're going to be looking at 5 different altcoins. These are the 5 coins that I'm going to be personally holding for the next couple months. We'll see how things play out. Pretty much I'm going to be going over all 5 of them from a TA perspective, and that's what I'm essentially going to be focusing on when it comes to fundamentals and that sort of thing. That is less my wheelhouse, and I focus strictly on the charts. Before we get started, before I show you my picks, I would very much appreciate it if you guys hit the like button on this video and subscribe to my channel at Trader Neil. We finally hit 1,500 subscribers, guys, so I really appreciate you all for that. I know we're gonna be hitting 2,000 very soon, so let's keep at it. Let's keep working. And then lastly, guys, just hit that bell icon so you don't miss any of my future videos. All right, let's go ahead and start with my first pick here. Firstly, we're going to be going with Solana. I know this is a relatively, let's say, safe pick for the next couple months, but I wanted to at least have one of those in this list because, you know, jumping all in on risky altcoins, especially in a market where BTC is simply just ranging between 56K and 70K, it makes it a little difficult to try to, you know, time bottoms and to hold spot while a lot of altcoins are bleeding. So I wanted to at least give you guys one pick that, in my opinion, is still outperforming the vast majority, if not the majority of this market, which is Solana here, guys. Unlike a lot of other coins that are down, you know, 80-90% from highs, Sol is only currently down 24% from its highs this cycle, and it has not lost range lows here between 120 and 128 here, which I think is very, very strong. And it shows that Sol is one of those coins that, you know, as long as it's holding these range lows, I don't see a reason why this couldn't push higher over time, especially since that's the way I'm leaning on BTC. All right, so that's my thoughts on Sol. That's my first pick for the next couple months. Next, we're going to be looking at 4 other coins that have been absolutely decimated throughout the last couple months. So here is one in the TIA ecosystem. It's called DIM. And so DIM here, ever since it was launched here in February, it has literally gone down 80% since those highs. And in my opinion, looking at coins like these guys that finally, you know, in terms of a market structure perspective, where you have lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lows, lows, highs, now you are finally starting to see some signs of accumulation and sellers getting exhausted. Whenever you stop seeing this consistent lower low, lower high pattern and you start seeing some sideways movement, that's exactly what you want to see before a potential pop in the market. And so that's pretty much one of the reasons I'm looking at DIM. Another coin that's in a similar situation here is called Beam. And so Beam here is another one that has literally gone down 76% from its highs back in March, and is on the precipice of a supply line breakout here as well. And so looking at Beam here, sorry, Beam has gotten rejected by this, let's call it daily order block here. And that's why you're seeing this negative price action today. In my opinion, I would view this as a nice buy opportunity, especially if you come down, hold this daily breaker. You could potentially put in a higher low, something like this. Not saying that is exactly what's going to happen here, but I wouldn't be surprised if it just comes down for a pullback and then pushes higher over time. All right, so this is another one, Beam. Fourth one we're going to be looking at in this video, guys, is on the Sol ecosystem. It is Sol's biggest DEX, and this is Jupiter. And so Jupiter is only down about, let's say, 52% from its all-time highs. And honestly, compared to a lot of the other altcoins this cycle, guys, Jupiter's been holding relatively well. And so ever since it put in these highs in March, it has obviously been putting in lower lows and lower highs like a lot of other altcoins, but the magnitudes of these lower lows and lower highs has been way less in depth than some of these other alts that have been decimated. And so here, for example, the high in July was peanuts lower than the high here in May. And so in my opinion, that shows that there's just not as many sellers on this coin than there are on others. And so far it has put in a daily double bottom here, guys. So in my opinion, if Jupiter can get above this level here at 1.12 and finally make a higher high, then I think this one over the next couple months, I wouldn't be surprised for it to at least come to revisit the $1.8 zone. And then lastly, guys, this is one we've, I think, looked at before. This is Vechain. So Vechain is a coin that has been really hit hard since it made its highs here in March. And this one is down 73% from its all-time highs. And at this point, guys, seeing it come down, hit this daily order block, finally get some buy pressure, that's a good sign. You have the supply line breakout on the daily as well, which I like to see. And you're holding above the 50 moving average here. Currently, what I would like to see on Vechain to potentially get long is if it comes down and retests this zone at about 0.95 before a higher low. That would be exactly what I want to see before another push to the upside. So that's pretty much what I'm looking at on Vechain here, guys. And those are the 5 altcoins that I already hold and am planning on picking up a little bit more spot if we get another dip in this market. I think that, you know, Sol is a pretty and relatively safe pick for the next couple months. These other altcoins are, of course, much higher risk, so take that into account. However, with them being down so far from their all-time highs, I think they could be some good picks for the next couple months. So that'll do it for this video, guys. I appreciate you all for staying, listening to me ramble and talk about my favorite coins and my favorite cryptos out here. This is Trader Neil signing out. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you don't miss any of my future videos. And I will catch you guys on a new video in just a couple days. All right, guys. Peace.